The way of a warrior is but a path only given to the chosen. As he conforms his mind, body, and spirit to become one. To be able to turn himself into an instrument of God. To become battle ready. Ready for whatever may come. Searching for wrongs to right, as he stands firm in the light of justice and truth, to become a shield of hope for those whom have no strength. The heart of a warrior cannot be measured. It can only be measured by the blade of his sword, which speaks to his enemies. For his hands are made righteous and yet to destroy. No weapons formed against him will and shall never prosper. I am Gerard Abdul-Moultrie, and welcome back to Weapons of Man.
What is going on today, my beautiful people? You already know who it is in the building. It's me, your boy, your best friend, Mr. Gerard Abdul-Moultrie. And welcome back to Weapons of Man. Yes! Like I keep telling you, on today's special episode, on this beautiful 4th of July weekend, I decided to go ahead and do something special for you guys and present a theme, the Game of Death theme. So let's go and get right into it. What I want to talk about is the introduction to the nunchuck. All right, this exciting episode, like I said, today is an introduction to the legendary nunchuck, and I had to go Game of Death mode on this exciting 4th of July weekend. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, what I want to discuss, and please follow along with me. I am going to keep repeating myself, but not that much. Today, the first exercise we're going to be going over is what's called up and under, right? So follow along with me. So, like I said before, up and under. So, I'm a left-hander, right-handed too. I'm going to start on my left side. So now, what I mean when I say up and unders, I have the chuck here, this part of the chuck here, right here in my left hand. I'm gonna go up over my shoulder and I'm gonna catch it on the opposite side, right? So I'm gonna catch it here, right? You see, just like that. Let's do it again. I catch here, right? You see? Catch it right here. You do it again from this side. I have it here and I catch this way. Now, I'm gonna repeat on the opposite side, the same side. By doing that is what's called a hip touch. Now, a hip touch, it's not complicated. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab it from the bottom here and I'm gonna drop it at the top. Once I drop it at the top like this, let me back up some. Once I drop it at the top like this, it's down and I'm gonna easily switch here and I'm gonna touch hips. Once I touch my hip, I'm gonna go up and under. You follow me? I'm gonna go right back to my left. I go hip, up and over. I'm sorry, up and under. You see that again? Let's do it again. So I'm here, I'm gonna go up, under. I'm catching it at the bottom. You have to be careful. If you try to catch the chuck before the stick even get there, you're gonna bust your knuckles right in half, trust me. You don't wanna, what you don't wanna do, you don't wanna go here. You see that? It's hitting my knuckles. You don't wanna do that. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with the speed, okay? Let's do it again. This time I'm gonna do it from this way so you can see where I'm going. I'm going here and I catch, right? Now I'm gonna go on the opposite side so you can see on the other side. And how do we rotate? With a hip touch. I'm going hip, touch. Now I'm on this side, right? Let's do it again. Up and under, right? You see that? Again from this side, up, under. Now I'm going to switch, up, under. Hip touch, up, under. hip touch, up, under, hip touch, up and under. Make sure, it's important, like I keep saying, make sure that your hands are open when you're getting ready to catch it at the bottom, because if not, you're not going to catch it. Okay, let's do it again. Put some here, cut. I'm catching at the bottom. Under, over, hip touch. I hip touch, go over the top, under. I drop it here. I have to release it from here. See, I'm releasing right here at the top. So that way I can catch it. Once I catch it, I can hip touch here, right? See that? Hip touch, catch. Hip touch, catch. Hip touch, do it again. Under, hip touch, up and over. 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 Just keep doing this. Do it slow. I'm gonna slow it down for you so you can see it. It's like this. Right? There you go. Now, hopefully that can help. Now I'm gonna turn around, let you see it from the back, okay? All right, again, so this time, again, I'm gonna do it facing the opposite direction so that way you can see what goes on behind me. All right, I have the chuck here in my left hand, which should be your right side of the screen. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go up and under. You see how I'm catching it here? I have to catch it here, okay? Now, when I switch to the opposite side, I'm gonna throw it this way, catch from the hip under. Touch. Now, if I'm gonna rotate back to the opposite side, I'm gonna drop the top part of this chuck. So that way I can rotate to the opposite side. Here, hip touch, back over the top. See? Just like that. Let's do it again. Here, 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 here. Now I'm just free flow. Just flow with it and keep flowing. Okay? So now this time what I want to do, I'm just gonna speed up a little tiny bit. I'm trying my absolute best not to go so fast, but I am gonna put a little bit more speed on it, so that way you can see what all that knowledge. And I want to say medium speed, so to take. So if I'm here, boom, right, just like this, right, boom, boom, just like that. Just keep it. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Okay, just let it flow. All right, boom, boom, just like that. Let it flow. We are going to start talking about reversals and reverse grips and wrapping it around the neck just for a little bit of trickery. But what I want to understand is that most people think that nunchucks are not good in a fight. But yes, I've seen a lot of times people get beat up with a pair of nunchucks all the time. So that's what we have to do. Okay? All right. Boom. Boom. I'm switching. Notice I'm switching. No hip this time. Just switching. I can decide. Let's keep on moving to the next. All right. So now that we have applied most of the basics, what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward the video a little tiny bit so that way we can get to the next step, which is reverse grip. Right? So let's go and get into it. All right. So now let's talk about reverse gripping. Reverse grip, this is the normal size. This is the normal grip here, right here. See this right here? But reverse grip is when I turn it from here to this. This is reverse grip. Now, the way that we transition from a normal grip, which is this is just a normal grip, into reverse grip, what we're going to do, I'm going to come down. Once I drop it down right here, once I drop it down just like this, I'm going to take my left hand and I have to make space. If I don't make space, that reverse grip just will not work. So I have space here already. Sometimes some people can grab up top, some people can grab right here, but just understand that's going to be kind of hard for you. So you have to set yourself up prior before you can even begin the reverse grip. But for me, I like to go ahead and grab it straight from here. I'm coming straight in this way. Now it's in reverse. Now I'm going this way from hip to hip, up. See, nothing changes. I'm going up, under. See, up, under. Up, under. See, up and under. Up, under. I'm still applying the hip movements, hip touches. I'm still going this way, right? You see? Boom. This way. Now I'm going to try this way. Going back. I'm this way. Right here. Right? Nothing changes. From the back. You see it? This way. Reverse grip. Reverse grip. Reverse grip. And I know what you're thinking, like, can you hit somebody with reverse grip? Yes, you can. See? Boom. Right? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. I'm right back at it. Right? See? Boom. Right back hit you. Okay? Now, and I know what you get, and I know the next question is getting ready to be, so, Gerard, how can you go from a normal grip to a reverse grip back to a normal grip? And I'm getting ready to show you. So, it's a 3-step process. Like I said, watch my hands very slowly. I'm going to do it slowly. So, remember, I'm here going normal. This is normal speed. Now, I'm going to change it to reverse grip here. Here, just like that. You see me switch? I switch. I'm switching. Now, I'm going to go back to normal grip. Okay? So I'm going here. From the reverse, I grab the top. Just like this. So I'm going here. I grab the top. Now I'm back to normal grip. Okay, switching from normal to reverse. Right? Reverse grip. Back to normal grip. Right? Back to normal. Reverse. Right? Reverse. Right? Back to normal grip. Back to normal. Reverse. Reverse. Back to normal. Right? Right? Good. And like I said before, you want to stay doing this. Practice nunchucks every day. This is the only weapon, I think, that if you don't practice every day and you pick them up and you try to show off or do whatever, try to use them in any type of fashion, it's going to tell on you. Okay? So, I'm pretty sure your next question is, what about, can I use it in a fight though? And I'm getting ready to show you, right? So let's go head over to the bag. Well, all right. Like I said before, let's talk about how effective the nunchuck is in actual combat, because it does work, trust me. I have knocked out a lot of folks with these nunchucks growing up. Anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, like I said before, understand that you have to set everything up. Everything needs to be set up, right? So I'm going right back to reverse grip here. Once I tuck it here, you can tuck, grab, hit, and guess what? Strike. You can strike right back at it. Ah, yes, strike right here. Oh, side. You guys are setting everything up properly before you attack. That's the head right there. That's the leg. Back to the ribs. Ribs again, head again. Even back to the knees again. Set everything up, head. Back to it again. Switch to the opposite side. Here. Back across the sternum again. Back to the top of the head again. It never stops. You can keep going. Here. It all depends. It's up to you. Make sure you do it correctly. Oh, that little bit of commotion right there has got me into a frenzy. If you already know what time it is, say it with me. Punishment zone time. You are the last dragon. You must the power of the glow.
I know you said something about my mother, and you probably killed my teacher.
Who had pity for Hanja? Hanja, you killed my master.
I want everything you possess. I want to hurt you in the head.
Top of the head. But master, show pity. Pity?
who had pity for who had job. What the? Wow. Oh God, I'm so tired right now. Listen here. Please, by all means, understand how to learn how to use the nunchucks. If you have any more questions, please put a comment down below. Put a question down. I will be glad to answer them. Okay? And remember, like I always say, make sure that you stay training.